I'm originally from Switzerland, from the German part. I'm from Lucerne. I was always a big passion for flying. I always thought about maybe becoming once a professional pilot or also use my pilot skills in a field where it's useful.
Kilo Mike, we are about to cross the FIR to Libya. Can you coordinate?
If we find people, we can really change their life. Probably we can save their life. We have a big impact. If we find something, we report that via our ground support to the officials. They should basically start the rescue. Often it just doesn't happen. We get ignored. What we very often also encounter are documentations about pushbacks.
There's a person in the water. I need to inform that if you hand now the person to the so-called Libyan Coast Guard, you are taking care in an internationally illegal pushback.
It has been way more than 20,000 up to now, which died in the Mediterranean. I really wanted to get active to prevent people from dying. Basically, our job is, once we reach the area of operation, we descend to a search altitude of 1,500 feet. And we scan the area with our eyes. Sometimes we spot remains of shipwrecks, we spot empty boats, we even have spotted dead bodies in the sea. So we monitor and document all the catastrophes that actually are happening in the central Mediterranean. This mission is really, really needed in terms of documentation and in terms of having proof of what is actually happening at the European border. We are the only civilian witness in this area. If we weren't there, these things would remain totally unknown to the public.
When I used to work as a social worker, I worked in refugee camps in Switzerland. So I talked a lot with people. They were just on the routes over the Mediterranean. They maybe even got rescued from Sea-Watch or arrived in Lampedusa. So they told me a lot of stories, a lot of insights, how it was on these boats, how it was in Libya. So I know what I expect, but I didn't know how it would approach myself when I see these situations. This changed quite a bit how I look through the European Union, to Frontex, to our society. We completely lose our responsibility. People became numbers. I want to tell these stories and say, hey, have an eye on that and get a sensibility for what's going on very close to our wonderful home where nothing happens, and there are real problems around and people should start again to watch these problems.